Well, hello YouTube. Objective in this tutorial will be to have multiplication table for two numbers that we grab from end user through DOS, let's say. We're gonna have starting point and ending point and the dedicated variable for loop. So let's do that into code because it's easier to explain. So we're gonna have starting point number one and ending point number two, and we will have x in a for loop. We must have x in a for loop because we don't want to skip any number, any calculation starting from 1. So 1 and to some top level, we're gonna have all those jumps incremented. Let me explain that with the code. So first off, we are going to grab a thing from end user, like enter starting point, okay, and we're gonna put stuff into with the help of scan method into into number one with ampersand shift 7 on the keyboard, and with the help of while loop we are going to have rudimentary error checking basically. So if you enter something stupid like 0 or negative number, it will inform us to enter something positive because we can. So if number 2 is smaller or equal to 0, program will ask us again to enter number 2. Okay, so error checking basically, basic stuff. So enter top level, let's say, or stopping point, or I don't know, something like that. And same stuff as for primary number, for starting point, absolutely same stuff, same approach basically. Okay, we must push this into number 2. Let me repeat one more time. This piece of code will ask us for number 2 if we enter something stupid as a 0 or negative number. So you can have this without while loop, but you know, why not? Now we're gonna have some information what's happening, like multiplication table of first number and second number. We're gonna concatenate that with the real values, which is number 1 and number 2. Okay, and now we are proceeding with the for loop. So for loop starting point is x, integer x equals 1, or you can just leave it here as a x equals 1 because we already have it here. So that's cool too. Now that x must be less or equal to that top level, and top level is number 2. Okay, and now we must roll that x++ into next one, into next jump, in such a way not to skip anything. So x equals x plus 1 or x++ absolutely same stuff. So we are starting always from 0 and we are reaching top point. So this number 1 is a starting real value, okay, real value that will be used in calculation. But this is for loop, this is for jumps. This is why you have x independent from number 1. Okay, so this piece of code is for jumps, and this piece of code is for actually multiplication table. So %d, which means number 1, we are starting from number 1, we are multiplying that with %d, and %d is x, okay, equals some kind of result that we are going to get, and then we go to next line. So first d will be number 1, okay. So this is a real value, guys. Okay, this is a real value that we are using in multiplication, and this 6 is an order of calculations, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but this is a real value. Okay, so second thing is that x, and we will get it when we say number 1 times that specific x. So we are rolling with number 1, we are reaching number 2, and we are calculating that thing with number x when x changes in these jumps. So let me confirm that. So starting point, if you say the starting point is 5 and top level is 10, that will work without any kind of problem. So we do have stuff from 1 to 10. Okay, that's cool. If we say the starting point is 10, that will also work, and ending point is let's say 25, this will also work. So it is not important because we have 1 here, this is just for jumps, but in reality when we talk about values we are rolling with 10, whatever is number 1. So this x is just a helper, guys. 1, 2, 3, blah, 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 blah. So this is x, 1, 2, 3, until 25. And 25 is an ending point. Okay, so this is a starting point, real value. This is real value, and to get to that real value of second number, we are rolling from 1. And this is x. This is basically hard-coded but automatic. And then you have all these results at the end of the day. Oh yeah, error checking. Right, right. So if you say that starting point is a 5 and you type 0, it will again ask you to enter something with meaning. So you can type negative 50 here, which is stupid, and because of error check, it will ask you again until you say 1, and then you get multiplication table, bigger or smaller or humongous or something like that. So yeah, thanks for watching as always. Thank you for sharing this channel with other people in this tutorial, and see you in the next I don't know, couple of minutes, something like that. Okay, see you there. Ciao ciao.